For those of you in chat, this will be currently what we're watching is nWo versus WM, nWo versus War Machines, and will be a dual cast, first dual cast of Tin Monkey and One Bad Terran. This is already mid-game, 18 minutes in. You in the game yet?
It's loading right now.
Okay.
It timed out the first time because I had to shut down your stream.
Okay. Yeah, it timed out the first time for me as well, actually. So.
Still timing out. God damn it.
So just hang on while we get this dual cast set up. Hopefully we'll be watching the same game.
I think I'm in.
Think you're in?
They'll load a screen, but you can get started. Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. Well, technically we already did get started.
Alright, obviously this is looking heavily favored for the Dire right now. I'm gonna look through and they have their support already has arcane boots and wards, so he's doing his job in Vengeful Spirit. Their Tidehunter is saving up, has 1500 gold, so he's saving up for his Blink Dagger, which he should have shortly. Storm Spirit, who I will assume is mid, already has Orchid, so it seems to be a little bit out of control for this point in the game. They are out-leveling the nWo team pretty significantly, and the gold difference is almost 10,000. This does not look good for the Dire team.
One sec, I need to make Dota quieter.
Okay.
Okay.
As we're looking around, we see that on the Dire team, the Enigma has been essentially feeding. He's a level 8 Enigma who's 0, 3, and 2, and nobody has a positive KDR. This looks like your generic stomp. Fun.
Pretty much exactly what we saw last round with MB4 versus Gent.
Bottom goes down. Storm Spirit essentially backdoors it himself. There was a creep wave there, but he's just doing so much damage that you cannot really handle him right now. I'm going to quickly through their only chance to win as far as the Radiant are concerned right now is Naix getting a bit of farm and trying to close this tower advantage. And maybe one good Enigma ult can actually maybe close this gap a tiny bit, but I cannot see that happening right now. The Dire team has plenty of stuns to counteract that.
We did see Storm Spirit getting the regeneration and engaging in middle, taking out Lifestealer very quickly with the aid of Vengeful Spirit, and it looks like the Dire team will be wanting to push middle pretty hard here, get that middle tower down. Morphling did manage to take out Enigma at the same time in a different engagement. Shadow Shaman going in middle to defend, but could be in trouble as Tidehunter and Storm Spirit are jumping in and should get the kill on Shadow Shaman. A beautiful wards, but not going to be enough. Tidehunter will go down though.
But, ooh, maybe not. Nope,
No,
got it. And this middle tower will go down, and that will be the last external tower for the Radiant. This game just got a little bit more out of control.
Only one tower for the Radiant and 6 for the Dire. That puts the Radiant pretty much in a no-win situation, no matter how hard they struggle. We could see Roshan go down very soon to the Dire if they choose to take that path.
Now the reason when all the external towers are gone for your side and you're severely behind in towers, that the game's basically unwinnable, is that the other team can simply ward out your jungle, as they've done, and prevent any farm for your team, because you cannot leave your base, you cannot catch up on farm. There are certain turtling strategies that are designed to basically hold out the base, and because when all your external towers are down, you basically have full gold, full XP creep constantly pushing into your base. So potentially, Naix goes down again to ganked by Sand King and several others. So potentially, enough creep feeding into your base, your hard carry can get farmed. But I really doubt Dire will let the game go on long enough for that to happen.
So just a question for chat right now. Can you hear Tin just fine? Like, is he loud enough? Especially compared to me. Is he loud enough? While you guys answer that, we do see Roshan being hit by the entire Dire team, minus Vengeful Spirit. They will be able to get Roshan here very quickly. very important to get Roshan down. It's 200 gold and I believe 200 experience to the entire team. Is that right?
Only the people that are there. The experience is split amongst the people that are fighting.
Okay, but the gold goes to the entire team.
Yes.
Okay. So
Now you see, this is hopeless. Anybody who comes out is basically just going to be jumped on by the Storm Spirit, whose name is Zaxirok, who seems to be a fine player with a great creep score for this game, 115 and 10 at 23 minutes. That's pretty sensational.
Windrunner now trying to run for her life, getting back into base. Will she go down? Yes. In fact, she does go down to SK's Burrow Strike, able to pop her up, stun her, and then the entire team coming together to kill her.
A GG coming out.
GG's coming out right now. Uh, NWO just saying end the game,
They're
push to win.
disconnecting.
And they have disconnected. That's it. So
We're gonna
NWO losing against WM, War Machines.
let's wait here. We're gonna see the box score show up in a second.
Okay.
Show up. And that's always exciting.
Well, it looks like WM hasn't disconnected yet at all. Only NWO has disconnected at this point.
That's fine. If the fountain detects that everyone's gone, at least in matchmaking, I know for a fact the fountain explodes
Okay.
very briefly. If I'm not sure if there it is.
Yep. And that is game.
This team is actually moving on to the third round because both of these teams got buys in the first round.
Right. They'll be moving on to the semifinals.
Looking at this, we see gold per minute over 500 for both Storm Spirit and Morphling. So even if Storm Spirit starting fizzling out like he does late game, Morphling is one of the latest, hardest late game carries in the game. Would have easily been able to end the game. This game seems entirely out of hand.
Also interesting to note, 700 experience per minute for Morphling.
That's
Absolutely
pretty
amazing
sensational.
amount.
And even with Enigma having almost a blink dagger, NW just didn't come to play today.
No. Notice
All right,
though, Omni Knight though, only 8 last hits. That could have been one of the biggest weaknesses, could have made a big difference in this game if Omni Knight would have been better with those last hits into Nice.
absolutely. All right, let's get back